Don't ignore it. Ladies and gentlemen, don't ignore it. You know that feeling you have? You sometimes see people living like the dream life that you've always envisioned, and they're living it, and we're not. That's because they didn't ignore it. They were ready and open for it. You can't ignore that feeling when you have it. You feel it here in your chest, in your heart. And it doesn't go away. And it's like always there under everything, every conversation that you have. Sometimes it's the first thing you think of when you wake up. Sometimes it's the last thing you think about when you go to sleep, or you dream about it sometimes. That's a sign. That's a sign that you should follow that. Intuition. That's your soul talking to you. That's your heart talking to you. And it's saying, Stephen, or whoever you are, you can't ignore this. Because if you do, that dream, that vision, that goal, that little piece of you, it's gonna die. And we think about death in terms of moving on to the next world and like the worldly death of a loved one passing on, but dreams and goals and things like that, they can pass on too. Here's the thing with like dreams and goals and visions that you ignore. If they pass on, they don't die. They just go to a person who is open to it and who is ready to accept it with their whole being. That's the big difference. Oh, this is really spiritual. Yes, it is. But that's why sometimes you see people who are like living the dream life you want. I know this has happened to me. I go, man, this comedian or this blah, 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 this content creator, it seems like everything is going exactly the way they wanted, and I want a life like that. That's what I wanted. They were open to it. I wasn't. That's the problem. And it's because a part of me ignored, right, that feeling of, man, this is really what I want. And then you have the excuses, you put the walls up. Not right now for this reason, not right now for that reason. Nope, you can't ignore it. You have to do it, you have to follow it. And you have to start wherever you are, as bad as it might seem or appear. But if you ignore it, that dream or that idea, that goal, it's gonna die. Like sometimes, here's another way to put it, like ideas, like business ideas or ventures. I just thought of this today because I saw someone yelling about Ticketmaster. F you, Ticketmaster, your ass. I was chatting with my friend about Ticketmaster because of how bad it is. And like Eventbrite, they destroy the performer, they destroy the audience with fees, right? All these people, they're just rent extractors. They're interlopers, as I put it. They extract rents from us for no reason, right? They have a business to run, obviously, but there's got to be a more frictionless way to do ticketing. And I was talking with my friend, I'm like, well, what about, most of crypto is a scam, obviously. But like, what about putting like ticketing on the blockchain or something like that? Maybe that could actually be a use case for this shit. And we were talking about it, and we're both like, we don't have time for this. But that idea, like, it's not really my idea. It just kind of came into existence, right? And I guarantee you, I bet you, might not be tomorrow, might not be 6 months from now or a year from now, someone is going to create some sort of better ticketing system because of how bad Eventbrite, Ticketmaster, all these things are. I think that's a great example. These dreams, these ideas that we have, they're not really ours. And we like to think of them as ours, it's the ego speaking, but really it's the creator talking to us. And the creator is saying, you gotta follow this, Stephen, or it's gonna move on to the next person who's ready for it. So that's why, if you're feeling something, you should do it. If you have that energy, that deep-seated desire, it's pervasive, it's not going away, We all have this in some form or the other. You don't have to compromise your life to follow it. Do it. You'll never regret doing it. You'll never regret it. Whatever you do, don't ignore it.